Hi everybody and welcome to Wednesday Night Live. Tonight we are talking about hopeful Henrietta. So we're going to just chat about hopeful Henrietta. I'm not sure if I just started or I was a bit delayed, but anyway. Um, and her flower is the jonquil, which is so fitting because it's just right at the time where all the winter bulbs are starting to come out and all the daffodils and the jonquils are coming out. And the jonquil symbolises attracting a peaceful environment, which is really beautiful for hope. So hope is something that people may think is a little bit wishy-washy and a bit not so strategic or tactical or something that they even consider being in their lives. Yet it's actually one of the really most important things that you can do when you're on your change journey, because hope is the thing that gives you excitement. It helps with your manifesting. It increases your resilience. It really opens you up to all new possibilities and opportunities. So what happens is we start off in our change journey and we set our goals and we're motivated to get them and we've got our whys, but the hope is this little buzz of excitement inside us that just keeps us moving forward. So when things get hard, we go, oh, actually, but I'm really hopeful that this is going to happen. And the hope is leading you towards things that bring you joy, because it's an exciting, happy feeling. And the more that you can embrace this hopefulness, the better off you're going to be on your change journey moving forward. It's really hard to define hope. And hopeful Henrietta is actually one of those characters that she needed to be in the book and she needs to be in part of the change journey. But in essence, you can't really say to someone, well, go and get hope. So hope comes from so many different areas, and she actually comes from drawing strength from all other areas of the book, especially the core values that we start with, or the core principles that we start with, which for these videos I'm actually going to do at the end and kind of sum it all up. But if you think about some of the core characters that we have grateful Greta. So gratitude is one of the most best ways that you can stay hopeful, because you're looking at everything that you're currently grateful for, and that puts you in a state of enjoyment and positivity and happiness, and then that helps you to feel more hopeful for the future because you know that you've done it in the past. Same with optimistic Olivia. She's about being really optimistic, looking for the future, looking for the positives in everything. Again, when we're doing that, that brings in more hope. Creative Cora, when you're expressing your creativity and you're coming up with new ideas and ways to achieve your goals, that's giving you hope for the future. So hopeful Henrietta isn't just somebody that sits on her own. She has the backing of all the other characters behind her. But that's what makes the book and the characters so beautiful, is that sometimes you might just pull hopeful Henrietta to say, okay, I need to be more hopeful at the moment, but how am I going to do that? And then pull some other characters. And we were talking about this last week with Strong Simone. They're very similar, because your inner strength also promotes your hopefulness, because you know that you can achieve something and you're hopeful that it's going to come in. So we get a little bit convoluted in the characters when we get to these stages and these characters, but it's all interwoven and beautiful and they all play off each other. But what I would like for you to do if you are really struggling with hope is to really do some journaling this week and have a think about and ask yourself, well, what is hope for me? Like, what does hope resemble for me? Do I have a really great relationship with hope? Do I feel like it's a bit of a wishy-washy emotion? Do I think it's a load of garbage? Like, what is it that hope brings up for you? And really understand what that is. Remembering that your change journey is all around self-awareness. So if you don't have your awareness around what hope is for you, then you really don't understand how you can bring more of it into your life. So once you have this understanding around what hope means for you, then you can start to say, well, how can I bring more hope into my life? So you could draw more characters, or you can just do your journaling. Remember, this is all about you having the answers to everything. So the questions that you might want to ask yourself when you're journaling is, what does hope mean to me? How can I be more hopeful? Like, what are the things that I need to do to bring more hope into my change journey? And they're the things that you want to start to ask and seek answers on. But really, this week is about bringing awareness to what hopeful means for you, and then fixing that, well, not fixing it, but if you have a bad relationship with hope and you think it's a bit wishy-washy and not really substantial, then maybe you can start to change that and shift that so that you can bring more hope in. Hope is incredibly powerful. It will bring you the positivity, it'll help your resilience, it'll keep you motivated, it'll get you excited. You know, hopeful Henrietta and excited Edna go so well together. And they are all just little parts of us that make up who we are. And if we can, if the ultimate goal for us is to bring more joy and to choose things that light us up, then these are the characters that we really want to be embracing. And even though they may seem really insignificant, and even though I don't have a lot to say about them because they're so personal, they're still so important to the change journey. So that's really it for Hopeful Henrietta. She's really beautiful. She's going to inspire you. She's really going to help you bring change to your world, but you'll need to work out what that is for you. And I can't just sit here and say that hope is X, Y, and Z, because it's something different for everybody else. So I hope that helps. Just a quick one today. And just letting you know that I'm not going to go live next week. I'm actually going to have a week off from work next week, and I'm just going to completely switch off from everything and just give back to myself, again walking my talk, because I'm just in lockdown and a bit over everything, and so I'm just really going to take some time out and do things that I want to do and give back to me so that I can be refreshed and continue on through to the end of the year. So I won't see you next week, but I'll see you the week after. So have a lovely week and see you soon. Bye.